early stage B2B tech companies do not lose because the product is weak. They lose because the market cannot repeat back what they do, why it matters, and why they're different. If your message is not sharp, your strategy cannot be heard. Hi, I'm Jonathan Buckley. I'm the founder of the Artesian Network. We help early stage and mid stage B2B tech companies position, launch, and scale faster. We do it by finding and proving a repeatable, predictable revenue model. Now, when I say corporate messaging, I mean the story your market hears, and more importantly, the story they can repeat. When I say media strategy, I mean where the story shows up. It needs to show up consistently enough that trust compounds over time. Messaging is not a copywriting task, as many believe. It is a company-wide operating system. Let me explain. Sales, product, marketing, and leadership all have to pull from one source of truth. One story, many angles, zero contradictions. So here's the playbook we use at the Artesian Network to lead messaging and strategy for early stage B2B tech startups. Step 1 is value claims analysis. This is where most teams skip the work. Your competitors and substitutes are already training your buyer what to believe. So we start by extracting the claims the market repeats. Not what the product features are, the claims. Things like faster onboarding, lower risk, better visibility, simpler compliance, and fewer manual steps. Then we ask a hard question. Where is the white space? Not a clever tagline, a defensible, ownable value claim that you can prove. If you sound like everyone, you'll compete like everyone on price. Differentiation is not what you say, it is what you can prove. So the next step is your ICP, your ideal customer profile. Early stage teams love to say our market is huge. That is not a strategy. That is a wish. Narrow is fast and broad is slow. We treat early go-to-market like experimentation. We pick an ICP, we pressure test it, we refine it based on what's working in the real world. And inside your ICP are multiple personas. A champion, a decision maker, skeptic, maybe a technical evaluator, and always a finance gatekeeper. Each person needs a slightly different twist of the story to maximize appeal. There's still one ICP, but multiple stories tailored to the buying committee. Third is economic value. Early stage products are often built around one or two core technologies. That's fine. Until the messaging becomes about the tech. Your job is to translate capability into economic value. Time saved, risk reduced, revenue protected, maybe costs avoided, faster decisions perhaps, and more predictable outcomes for the business. Features explain what it is. Remember, economics explains why it wins. And these economics must survive scrutiny because founders do not just sell hope, they sell a business case. Fourth is storytelling. Yes, even in the enterprise, because B2B buyers are still humans. They fear risk, they protect reputations, they want to be right. People do not buy the product first, they buy the confidence. Storytelling is not fluff. It's how you package credibility in a way people can remember. It is also how you pre-sell alignment across a buying committee, because the buyer is not one person, it's a group. And groups need a story they can rally around. The story is the delivery vehicle for the value. Now, media strategy. Think in 3 buckets: owned media, shared media, and earned media. Owned media is your website, your email, your content library. Shared media is LinkedIn, communities, and partners. And think of earned media as podcasts, PR, analyst conversations, guest articles. The goal is not random tactics across these three buckets. The goal is the same core story showing up in the right places, for the right personas, at a steady cadence. Consistency beats intensity every time. Finally, leverage AI. AI is an accelerant, but only if you use it to sharpen strategy, not generate noise. We use AI to speed up the unglamorous work, to extract competitor claims, for instance, to stress test ICP assumptions, to generate persona-based variations of the same core message, to find gaps and contradictions in a narrative, for instance, and to iterate faster without lowering quality. AI does not replace expertise, remember, it multiplies it. So if you're leading corporate messaging and media strategy, remember this: find the white space, prove the ICP, quantify the economics, tell the story, and distribute it with discipline, and use AI to iterate faster. If you want more on this process, you can find my articles on messaging, storytelling, and AI on LinkedIn. And if you'd like to connect, find me on LinkedIn, Jonathan W. Buckley. You can also visit the Artesian Network website to learn more how we help early stage B2B tech companies find their repeatable, predictable revenue model. In closing, remember this: a great product with unclear messaging is a quiet company. Let's make yours heard.